Hello everyone, we will discuss in our video today the function of a straight line. The function of a straight line is any function, any function that has the form of y equals to ax plus b, such that a and b are any number. And pay attention to that, the power of the input variable or the pre-image x is 1 in this case. So let's take some examples. Y equals to 2x plus 1 is a straight line such that a equals 2 and b equals to 1. Y equals to 3 of x is a straight line such that a equals to 3 and b equals to 0. Y equals to minus 3 is also a straight line such that a equals to 0 and b equals to minus 3. Y equals to half of x minus 3 over 4 is also straight line such that a equals to half and b equals to minus 3 over 4. Now I will give you some examples and you have to check whether the example is a straight line or not. Y equals to 3 of x plus 1, y equals to 4x squared minus 1, and y equals to radical of x. The first example is a straight line because it is in the form of ax plus b, such that a is equal to 3 and b equals to 1. While the second example is not a straight line because the power of x is not 1, it is a square. So the example is not a straight line. The final example is also not a straight line because y equals to radical of x equals x to the power half, and x to the power half is not a straight line because half is not equal to 1, then the function is not a form of a straight line. Let's now study some aspects of straight line function on the coordinate system. We've said that the straight line function is any function of the form ax plus b. On a graph, a represents the slope or the angle between the x-axis and the function, while b represents the y-intercept or the intersection between the function and the y-axis. Let's now take some notes in order to know more and study the straight line on a coordinate system in a graphical representation. For the first condition of a equals to 0, if we see a function that has a equals to 0 or y equals to b that is constant, then we can directly notice that the function is a straight line function or straight line graph that is horizontal parallel to the x-axis. Another condition is if b equals to 0, then y will be equal to a of x without plus b. Then in this case, and because we said that b is the intersection between the y-axis and the function, then in this case the intersection between the y-axis and the function is the point 0. Then the straight line is a straight line passing the origin. Let's now take another condition. Let's now take two functions of y1 equals to a1x plus b1 and y2 equals to a2x plus b2. If a1 equals to a2, then y1 is parallel to y2. And if a1 times a2 is equal to minus 1, then y1 is perpendicular to y2. We can see that also if a1 is greater than a2, then the angle between the x-axis and the function of y1, the angle between x-axis and y1 is greater than that of the angle of the x-axis and y2. Let's now take some examples in order to explain more and to make the points clear. First of all, take the function of y equals to 3. this function has a equal to 0, then there is no slope or there is no angle between the x-axis and the function, and it is a constant function that will be horizontal and parallel to the x-axis as we said. So this function is drawn in this way. Let's take another example of y equals to 2x plus 1. In order to draw a straight line, it is enough for us to know 2 points on that straight line in order to join them, and the straight line will be completed. Then for x equals to 0, y will be equal to 1. This is the point of 0, 1. And another point is for x equals to minus 1, y will be equal to minus 2 plus 1 equals to minus 1. This is the point of minus 1, minus 1. Then let us plot those 2 points on the graph and try to draw the straight line. The first point is for x equal to 0 and y equals to 1. The second point, then this is the point. The second point is for x equal to minus 1 and y equals to minus 1, then the point is located here. In order to draw the complete straight line, we have to join the 2 points in a straight line, then the function will be like that. Let's draw another straight line of y equals to 2x. For y equals to 2x, as we've said, it is enough for us to know 2 points on the straight line in order to draw this line. Then let's take for x equals to 0, y will be equal to 0. Then it is the origin 0, 0. We've seen that this function is in the form of y equals to ax. There is no b, then b equals to 0. Then as we've said, this line will be passing through the origin, and this is a proof of it. For x equals to 1, y will be equals to 2. Then the point will be on 1 of coordinates 1, 2. Then let us draw the straight line. For the first point, its coordinates is 0, 0. Then it will be the origin. For the second point, it has the abscissa of 1 and the ordinate of 2. Then the point will be up here. If we join those 2 points, we will have the following straight line. We can see that both the white line and the green line are parallel, because as we've said, both have the same slope of 2. Let's now take the function of y equals to minus half x plus 1. Let's now figure out 2 points on the graph in order to draw it. Then let's take x equals to 0, y will be equal to 1. For x equal to 2, then y will be equal to minus half times 2 plus 1 equals to minus 1 plus 1 equals to 0. The first point have the coordinates of 0, 1, and the second point have the coordinates of 2, 0. Now let us draw the straight line on the graph. The first point has the coordinates of 0, 1, then it is located here. The second point has the coordinates of 2, 0, then it is located here. Then let us draw the straight line. It will be like that. We can see that the straight line that is red is perpendicular to both the green and the white line, because as we said, the slope of the red is minus half and the slope of the green and the white is 2. If we multiply 2 by minus half, we will get minus 1, and this means that both lines will be perpendicular. Let's now take the final example of the identity function of y equals to x. In order to draw the straight line of the identity function y equals to x, we have to determine 2 points on the straight line. Take for x equals to 0, y will be also equal to 0. Then the coordinates of this point will be 0, 0. That is the origin of the coordinate system. For x equals to 1, y will be also equal to 1. Then the coordinates of this point is 1, 1. The first point, we've said that it is the origin point. The second point is the point having the abscissa of 1 and ordinate 1. Then the point will be located here. Let us now join both points in order to draw the line, and the line will be like that. we can see that the angle between the x-axis and the line of the identity function is less than the angle between the white line and the x-axis. This is because the slope of this blue line is equal to 1, a equal to 1, while the slope of the straight line of the white line is equal to 2, and a of the or the slope of the white line is greater than the a or the slope of the identity function. Then, as we've said, the angle between the x-axis and the white line will be greater than that of the straight line having the blue color and the x-axis. For the first function that was in the red horizontal straight line, b is equal to 3. And as we've said, b is the intersection between the y-axis and the straight line, and this is the proof of it, such that the red horizontal straight line intersects the y-axis, by the point 3. For the green straight line, the intersection between the green straight line and the y-axis is equal to 1, and this is proved by b equals to 1 in this equation. For y equals to 2 of x of the white straight line, the intersection between the y-axis and the white straight line is the origin 0, as we've said, because b is equal to 0 in this case. For the red straight line having the negative slope, b is equal to 1. And we can see from the graph that the intersection between this red straight line with the y-axis is also equal to 1. And for the final example of the identity function, we can see that b is equal to 0 because we have no b in this equation. And we can see from the graph that the intersection between the blue straight line and the y-axis is the origin having the ordinate of 0. And this is our lesson for today. For the first function that was in